Hello everybody, Gisele Grenier here. In today's video, I'm going to be working again on another book of backgrounds piece. So I took the piece, I cut it into 2.5 by 3.5 pieces. I got two. And this one here is going to be interesting because if you look at the tail, I got a whole bunch of stuff on here, but it's going to be a super simple little art piece. So this is book of backgrounds. This is 7A. I call it 7A because I did one prepared in advance, another one because it took a couple days of drawing time. So this is what I have here, and it was with the crackle paste. And my idea for this is using little flowers, and instead of a typical green stems in that, I'm going to use wire, and I wrap the wire around almost like raffia. Raffia? What's it called? You know that crepey paper stuff? That stuff. But I'm going to stain it with alcohol ink because chaos left and I closed my door a bit. I'm going to do some stamping with some blue ink, and I was going to use paint, but this particular stamp, my little butterfly stamp, is wearing down a bit, and because I don't clean my stamps, and I really should. I don't respect my stamps, and so I don't want to use acrylics on this. But I am going to use some acrylics to stain the paper. And I have a little quote here called Vibrant. And I'm getting a lot of my little single word quotes. I did the whole the desire mapping program from Danielle Laporte. Sorry, Danielle. And I have her desire map planner and go through that. I absolutely love it. And at the bottom corners, you tear them off as you complete the days. And there's not so much affirmations, but they're just single words for feelings, and Vibrant was one that I just used these little tiny little alphabet stamps here, and I used the Distress Ink Vintage Photo, just stamped it like that. And I'm going to use that. Then I'm going to color the edges because that's how I woke up this morning, because I got a whole 6 hours sleep last night, so feeling pretty good. I'm going to trim this off a bit. Hang on a second. There we go. So this is going to be a simple card, but there's going to be a little bit to put into it. What's the first thing? I want to stain the wire, because that's going to take a while to dry, because I'm not using the heat gun to dry that. Because if you heat up alcohol and it gets too hot, what happens? So I'm taking. Now I'm not an expert on this stuff. I have no. What is this called? I'm making stream. And what is this yellow? Sunshine yellow. Oh, seriously. Oh, there we go. So, again, not a big pro on this stuff. So if you guys are big pros on the inks, if you have any tips, let me know. So I'm going to take this. And this is just wire I picked up at the dollar store, and I really kinked it up, made it kinky. And I take it and I wrap it around my fingers. So 4 fingers wide. Actually, I'm going to start in the middle of my hand like this. That way the seam will be in the middle. I can put that towards the paper. There you go. That worked out well. Fold it. Whoopsie. And twist. Oh, I twist about 2 pieces. Like that. So I don't want to stain the whole. No, I want to leave some of that gold showing through. So I'm using the DecoArt Media Fluid Acrylics. And this is already too much. Don't need that much. But I can only get a dot out of this. So I've got titanium white, I've got phthalo blue, and phthalo green blue. And I'm going to be making a cyan. I'm going to keep this whole piece primarily more in the blue greens, with the exception of one little flower here and some of the stones that I'm going to put on there. Get some water here. And I've got a baby wipe handy. And I'm going to spray the card. I want it really watery. just going to tilt that. That's about it. That was easy. Let's just take some of that out. I want some of the pieces transparent there. There we go. Like that. No, I'm going to put a little bit more here. That's about where the flower is going to go. Right there. Going to, no, that's not right. That was for that. I want it with this. So the Stormy Sky Distress ink. Primarily on the blues. My paper cutter blade is bad shape. Going to make some horizontal strokes to have it a little bit distressed. Now this cosmetic sponge is damp. Washed it last night. I just put it on a towel or like an old face cloth just to kind of, okay. And they're water soluble, so I don't worry about rinsing those out. Okay, I'm trying to think of what I can do now. Okay, I have to get this now. So I'm going to dry this now. When we come back, then we'll assemble everything together. You know what I just realized? This is wire. It's not painted gold. There's a foil wrapped around it. I probably can't see. The foil is coming off. Huh. So it's not real. Well, what do you expect in the dollar store, right? So that dried nicely. So let me just show you what I want to do. Now I'm going to have to play with this a bit. That's quite green, not too green. I'll leave it like that. Oh, I like that a little heart there. I'm going to try to make this as flat as possible. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a bit too perfect, so let me just, there we go. So I'm thinking, just have the little flowers like that. Let's make these go closer. That. And I'm thinking that. No. There we go. And then I'm going to stencil or stamp the butterfly underneath and put some stones on here. Making it really simple. Where's the blue? Where's the blue? Now, the only thing I don't know if that's going to be textured enough. Hope this works. This is really textured. No, it's too much crackling. But you know what? That's actually not. That's fine. It's really subtle. There we go. That's fine. Okay, so I kind of had my doubts anyways on being able to stamp over crackle paste, but that's okay. I'm going to put this puppy together. Guess I could have as well. What was I going to say? I could have stamped it onto a cardstock and then put it there. And I'm using the heavy gel medium because this is going to dry perfectly transparent. And then I can use it to also lift up the flower so it's not tilting this way. I want it to lean more this way. You could use pop dots for this as well. Go. And this little one here just needs a little bit. I was going to use a liquid glass for the stones. I love the way it looks. Again, it's transparent. Vibrant. Oh shoot, where was I supposed to put this? Well, it's going here now. Let's get you out of there. Whoops. Oh, Gisele. You know, I hope that my brain gets back into right brain mode when it comes to all this mixed media stuff. Because I'm not liking where I'm going. Ooh, that's even better. Okay. All right, put that away. Teaching this drawing course and it's just so, that shift to fine art to mixed media, I always have trouble with it. Oh no. Uh-oh. I don't know if I have enough. Oh, let me look at these funky little Q-tips that I got. They're from Shoppers. I'm going to cut that. Oh, it's raining again. All right. So normally I just wouldn't do these one at a time. I'm going to, because only because I want these to be placed in certain areas. Normally I would just throw them down. Here we are. This one's too perfect. I don't like the way this one. You know what would be really cool? And I should have did this before, but to put some, either the gloss medium or even the liquid glass, to make it look like water in there, that would be really, really pretty. I don't think I have enough. No. Should have did this first. Let's see what happens. I'll just do under here. There's a dry piece there. This is one of the, this is not one of the beauties, but this is one of the things that really intrigues me about mixed media, is that when I'm creating a fine art piece, that I can I'll do studies and upon studies and upon studies, and you know, creating the piece, and it's very structured. but when I'm doing mixed media, I cannot believe how the ideas flow through my brain while I'm making the piece. It is unreal. Oh, it looks like that the little flower thing is in a puddle of water. I don't know why. I think it's because with the mixed media, it's primarily, for me, it's more about experimenting. This is going to look like a little pile of water. It's going to be completely transparent. You know what the problem is with all the stuff I'm making? The flippin' drying time. This is going to take a good day to dry now. So what I'll do is I'll put it aside, and I am going to come back in and check, to make sure that the flowers haven't sunk, and we'll see what it looks like. Welcome back. I love this card. This mixed media piece, as well as the sister one that I made after the fact, absolutely love it. And I think I've got my mojo back. It's good to have that table. Look how beautiful that is. And look, I mean, it looks like there's water just kind of flowing from underneath the flowers, and they are solid. They're not coming off. The metal, the wire is solid. That's not coming up. But that is gorgeous. I should be making 2 of these because this is one I would actually love to make as a larger piece. Now there's an idea. I should do a video on making this into a larger piece. That would be really cool. Oh, I love this. So I really hope that the person that wins this enjoys it as much as I do. So you know how this works. I'm going to ask you a question. You post your answer in the comments below. In 2 weeks, Joe calls out a number, and then I count down, and the person that I land on wins the card. Alrighty, so my question to you is, have you ever used wire in your art? Actual wire. It doesn't matter if it's jewelry wire or dollar store wire or galvanized wire. It doesn't matter. Have you ever used wire in your art? And if you haven't, is that something you might consider safely doing? Alrighty, so post your comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That way you won't miss out on any of my videos, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. I really appreciate it. Alrighty, so I'm off to put this one away aside for for the prize package box, and I'm going to get ready to film the closing for the sister project to this, which is just as lovely. So until I see you then, stay inspired. What's the thickest artist trading card you've ever made? The actual thickness of it. The thickest artist trading card you've ever made. If you've never made an artist trading card, what's the thickest mixed media piece you've ever made? I'm curious about how thick you guys make your art. So comment below, and then that way you can qualify for the giveaway. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That way you don't miss out on any of the videos I'll be posting. And give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Alrighty, so I'm going to pop this one away. I'm going to record the next closing for the next piece that's dried and gorgeous. So until I see you in that video, stay inspired. High key artwork. There's just a nice elegance about it, and really beautiful. Alrighty, so post your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That way you won't miss out on any of the videos that are coming up. And give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Alrighty, so I'm going to put this into the prize box, ready for the giveaway, and I will see you in the next video where I film the closing of the sister version to this project. So until I see you then, stay inspired.